oldie, Let the Light Shine on Me. We'll get the lyrics up here in a hot second. Yeah, Blind Willie Johnson wrote this song. It goes a little something like this. Shine on, oh let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Shine on, oh let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. We are perfect and we are complete. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. All things will be in divinity. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. You sing it. Shine on, let it shine on. Here we go. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, shine on, oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. We are perfect and we are complete. Let me hear you. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Oh, shine on. Oh, let it shine on. Let the light from the lighthouse shine on me. Yes. Great singing, you guys. Thank you.
Good morning, and welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Tucson. My name's Morgana, I think you know, and I am your host this morning. So let's take a quick moment. Let's get grounded and settle into our space. Just remember to be here, feeling what your environment as you breathe in, hold, and release. Letting go everything that is external, extra, that is not about being right here, right now. We are all a unique expression of the divine source. The one life, that life is God's life, that life is perfect, that life is our life now. If you are setting an intention to experience a happier life, better health, more abundant living, you are in the right place. Know that wherever you are on your spiritual path, you are welcome here. Let's just do a quick wave from our seats. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to those joining us online. Okay, a quick reminder for those of us in the sanctuary, let's make sure those phones are on silent, airplane, or off. In any case, we don't want any little blips. Okay. Just a quick reminder, every Sunday morning we've got a 20-minute meditation at 10:30 in the annex right before service. It's a good way to start your day. I hope you all have a copy of the bulletin this morning. I'm going to tell you, right now it's maybe a little thin on events, but we are also still looking for input from the community. What things, what books, what movies, what classes, what do you want? So there is a feedback box. Please fill it up. Give us more than we can possibly do in a given year, but we are looking for that input from you. Help us help you have a better spiritual life. That probably sounds like a commercial, sorry. But next Sunday, pretty important for me personally, I brought this to the board and to you because it is a lot of fun. It is a cookie exchange and ornament exchange. And you pack up your little ornament, whatever ornament you get, make it weird, wacky, wild, unique, make it yourself, whatever you do. Put it in a cute little package, and then bake up some cookies, about a dozen should do. Or if you don't bake, cheat and buy them from the neighbor who does. Bring those on a plate, and at the end, you're gonna have 12 different cookies than what you brought, and so will everyone else. And you'll get a different gift ornament for your tree. And I'm hoping this is a once a year, that we do it all the time as a bonding for our community and our church. And like I say, I hope it's a tradition, because it is a lot of fun. Okay, as your bulletin has informed you, this is our last time with Reverend Rhoni. So let's enjoy her while she's here. Let's give all the love and exchange phone numbers so we can keep in touch. Okay, I want to quickly remind or welcome any who are with us for the first time. Thank you for finding us. If you are here, in fact, for the first time, be sure to visit the table just outside the sanctuary. We have a welcome kit for you, and we are so happy that you chose to be with us today. We do have some practitioners that are available for prayer after service, if they would be willing to stand so that you can identify them. We have Sharon, Tamra, and Reverend Sue. They want you to use their services, so please give them a moment and spend some quiet time with them in prayer. Okay, let's go ahead and read our mission statement, please. The Center for Spiritual Living Tucson is an inclusive, vibrant, spiritual community focusing on personal connection through our beliefs, principles, and practices of the science of mind.
So we're moving into lighting the flames of faith. And we perform this ceremony to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all sentient beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call spirit. Fundamental to this truth is a unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. Thank you. We light the candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practice of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of the universal spiritual principles. We light the candle for all who are as yet unaware of the power and presence of Spirit in their lives. We hold space for them and for all those religions unnamed in this ceremony. Lastly is the healing candle. As the healing candle is lit, please put silently into the light the names of anyone you wish to experience the healing flame of God's eternal love. Now I invite you to share with me the prayer of transcendence together, if you're comfortable. O great Spirit that resides in the kingdom of heavenly consciousness within our mind, body, and soul, holy be thy presence in our awareness as we open our minds and our hearts to the higher consciousness of love. We awaken our earthly direction in life to the universal will of our highest good, accepting every day as our daily nourishment of the presence of your Spirit. By your presence within us, we recognize and forgive others. We accept and know you will forever guide us as we embrace your radiant light. For yours is our true inner power and the glory of our true selfhood forever and ever. I accept this to be so, and so it is. Amen. And now we're going to move into 3 minutes of silent meditation, opening with the bell and then closing with the bell to bring you back. And so as we move into this invocation, this opening prayer, just take a moment to look around at the magnificent ways that Spirit has shown up in this room. Wow. It is so easy for me in this moment to remember, recognize the power and presence, the one power and presence that is ever available, ever expressing itself in, through, and as all creation. I know it to be joy and peace in this season, love, prosperity, flow, and so much more. So much more. I know it to be community. I know it to be laughter, connection. Each one of you, and those we're holding in our hearts, and those who weren't able to make it today, we just acknowledge all of it as the one power and presence God is, we are. And so as we open this time together, enjoying the music, the message, the community, the connection, all the hands and hearts that came together to create this space, I am so grateful, so deeply grateful. I'm grateful for trusting and knowing that the evolution of this community is already done in the mind of God and now picturing as its expression here and now and always. And we celebrate as we close out this year and open ourselves to whatever's next in the new year. We can trust and know as we hold it in our hearts that all is more than well. It is awesome. And for this I give great thanks. I let it all go. I let it be. And I invite you to say with me, and so it is. Amen.
I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. Sing with me. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need now. One more time. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I have all I need. I allow, I receive, I accept, I believe that I am all I need.
Can we give them a hand? Amazing. Amazing. So I have a spiritual thought for today, and Hanukkah is right around the corner later on today, for those of you who may know or practice in that tradition. And the theme this month is also about light. And we know that in about a week, on the 21st, will be the longest day, and the light will be returning. So, yeah. So, that's why I moved to Tucson, because of the light. I lived in Seattle for many years. I'm here. Beautiful. All right. So the first mitzvah in the Torah is let there be light. So we are commanded in everything you do, let everything you do be a menorah, a bringer of light, live with honor, act with integrity, do your work with passion. And the radiance of your deeds will live after you. May our ideals burn bright, forever unextinguished. And may we live our lives like the flames we kindle, always stretching upward, striving for the good, reaching for you. Source of blessing, eternal our God, you fill the universe with majestic might, teaching us holiness through sacred obligations, giving us the mitzvah of bringing light on the festival. This is from the Jewish prayer book for the Days of Awe, page 11. And so I invite you, we have an affirmation that should be coming up. There we go. And I invite you to say it together as a community. I am a bringer of light in every action.
So I read that spiritual thought and I read that affirmation, and I was trying to come up with a song about the quest for light. And so We Three Kings, one of my favorite Christmas songs. So we have some slightly alternate lyrics. So you know this one. I know that you know this one. Try singing with me. We three kings of Orient are, bearing gifts we traverse afar, field and fountain, moor and mountain, following yonder star. Oh, star of wonder, star of night, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light. Wandering far through winter's cold,
Good morning. And Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all those other things that are coming. Huh? I did. Been there, done that. I'm 65. Woohoo! I officially became a senior citizen last Thursday. So, and I thought, wow, there's a lot that goes on when you're 65. You know, you get Medicare, you get, a little bit discount at the movies. I'm making all these lists in my head going, yeah, this is what I've lived for. 60. This wonderful, mature generation. Because as we know, I was thinking about this. The 65 that we are all now, or I'm at, is not the same 65 as our grandparents. Oh, they had one foot in it. And when they were, that age. And I think about my grandmother and my grandfather, and I think they were old. Oh heck, we got lots of living to do. In fact, I always tell people, and for when I have to do celebrations of life, they'll say, well, they were, 95, and I said, oh, they were young, because people are living to 100 to 100. So hey, live till you're crusty. It's okay. It's good. No, it's a good thing, and I'm very grateful that. 65. And I know most of you have, when we get to our birthdays, we go, I'm really still here, that kind of thing. But yes, we do. Yeah, another beautiful soul to welcome into the light and into the world. And so it's a beautiful time of year. This is one of my favorite times of year because of the light that is here. And last week I talked about the Christ consciousness as light. And it's and I'm just going to reverse a little bit, is that many people feel that when you put the word Christ in front of something, you're looking at the man, Jesus the Christ. Christ was, the way I can best describe it, it's like putting reverend or pastor or whatever you want in front of a name. And that's what he was. He was a rabbi. So the Christ consciousness was this big, beautiful light of knowing that he was, that he was part of all of it, of all that happened and all that is. And so what his job, so to speak, is to deliver that message to all of us, to say, hey, you're part of this light too. You're part of this outshining of love. That's what we are. It's not about the guy. It's about the light. It's about the love. It's about all of that and so much more. So when you encapsulate it into a person, then you limit it. So let us take that when you hear Christ consciousness, think about love and how it expands in so many ways. It's kind of like, how we have all gathered here today, and I was thinking about this my title, and I thought, what a perfect title to end with. The light we share and multiply. Because we're all multipliers of light. We all are givers of light. And as this winter season deepens, I'm hoping for a little snow, we turn our attention to the ancient radiant festival of Hanukkah. Yes, today is the first day of Hanukkah. It starts this evening. And it's a beautiful festival of light. But this morning, we're not just observing, let's say, a historical miracle of oil. We are actually engaging in a universal teaching about a nature of reality and the source of our own inner power. We are looking at the light not as a property of matter, but as the way substance is spirit, or as I like to say, God. You know, the divine emanation is the light that is. You know, it's the first metaphysical principle we acknowledge is the light is this fundamental reality in spiritual tradition across the ages. It truly is. Light has not gone out. It still shines. You know, God is not merely in the light. God is the light. So when we, as I said, when we talk about Christ consciousness, when we talk about the light, we are part of that light. We can't get away from it. Y'all shine. We are part of that beautiful particle of God that shines everywhere. You know, there are many metaphysical principles, and the cosmos begins with a single, undifferentiated, infinite point of divine consciousness. A boundless, beautiful light. From the perfect source, you know, comes all creation. And through creation, out of nothing, but through emanation, a continual flowing out of spirit into form. Isn't that interesting how that happens? Everything just keeps flowing, even though, you know, our human consciousness, we tend to put the stops on it, we tend to put limitations on it, but yet, you know, the spirit and the light and the love just keeps going. And it says, well, you'll eventually catch up with all that's going on. You know, the physical world, let's say our lives, our thoughts, they are simply, and I'll be quite honest, they're lower frequencies. And they're low frequency vibration of this divine light. So let us look at the menorah. And I'm hoping all of you are familiar with what a menorah looks like. It's on a stand. It has one short candle in the middle, and then it has 4 places for lights on either side. So this morning I want us to look, or if you can, visually look in your mind at the menorah as a cosmology. The Hanukkah menorah perfectly illustrates this principle because when we light that first candle, the entire menorah, the stand itself, represents the potential of the universe, waiting to be illuminated by the source. We are that. We are that potential. We are vessels designed to hold and express the divine. No matter how much you want to deny it, I'm sorry, you're a vessel of light. You're a vessel of love. That's what's going to happen. You know, the power of the shamash is really the principle of giving. And what's the shamash, they say? It's the middle candle. It's the shortest one, but it's the most powerful. So let us think about our most crucial element, which in the Hanukkah, it's the center candle, the shamash. The word literally means servant or attendant. Now, in my world, you know, I tend to look at words and say, what does it mean for me? Shamash. What does it sound like? Shaman. So to look at shamash, I think, okay, the shaman, or that beautiful energy of yes, giving out, of teaching, of being a mentor. So for me, that little candle has a lot more than just being a servant. You know, the shamash holds a unique, actually a metaphysical role. It's the source before any of the other 8 primary candles can shine. They must receive the flame from the shamash. It sacrifices nothing, that little candle. This is the profound truth of giving. When the shamash lights another candle, when it lights the others, its own flame is never diminished. It is, in a very real sense, multiplied, like us. Some of us are so afraid to give of ourselves when we shouldn't be. Because the more we give out, the more you will receive. If you want to hold on to love or whatever it is because you're just so afraid of giving it, so afraid of getting hurt, that is something to heal. Something to look deeper within and say, what is mine to know? And not be afraid, not be in doubt. The core of the spiritual lesson of our lives is the divine light within us. It is our true self. It is inherent wisdom, and it is represented in the shamash. I love religious culture. Of course, I'm a religious studies major, and of course, a minister. So I guess I kind of like the religion kind of thing and the history. And it's the one thing that absolutely fascinates me about how everything goes along and how everything binds together. But the one thing that always binds is the spirit, is love, and brings everything together. You cannot hoard any of this that I'm speaking to. When you share your kindness and your talent and your wisdom of your compassion in another to another, you do not lessen your own inner light. And how do I know this? Because I do this 52 weeks a year. That's how I know. Because everything that I have taught, everything that I will continue to teach, I do not feel less than. In fact, you all are my teachers. You give me a whole lot more. So I'm still here. I'm still standing. And I've been giving out for 16 years. So I think it's pretty safe to be able to be a giver of wisdom, a giver of love, a giver, just to be a giver and to listen. You know, your only increase of the total light in the world, and doing so, your own purpose and radiance shine bright. You are the increase. You're brighter than any of those Christmas lights out there. And the shamash teaches us that self-giving is self-fulfilled. You know, the multiplication of light should be a daily practice. And I know everyone every now and then says, well, how do I do this? How do I make time? All right, you crawl in bed, right? 5 minutes. Lay there. Think about it. We can do this. So each night of Hanukkah, we add one more flame. This is not arbitrary. This is a lesson in spiritual momentum and accumulation. The light we share, when we share our inner shamash, is unconditional love. Have you ever noticed it's a theme, this unconditional love thing? It's not even asked of us. It's something that we can just do. You know, we illuminate the first candle, and it represents the love within another person. It's funny when you look at the menorah, you think, okay, well, here's a shamash, we light a candle, here's my gift, whatever. You know, all these rituals, these symbols are deeper than what we perceive them to be. You know, the light we multiply. The night we light two, say the light, so it'll be 2 candles tomorrow. no, tonight, shamash, and then the one. We light the two, and the cumulative light teaches us that every act of goodness, every moment of clear-sightedness, awareness remains and builds upon itself. The light of yesterday is not extinguished, and that's what the menorah teaches us. It continues. It informs and empowers the light of today. This is the miracle we are called to embody. So my question is, how can we apply this to our lives? Well, here's a hint. First, the world right now, I know for many of us, feels a little dim, or maybe a little bit more than dim. It's clouded by fear and doubt or division, and we constantly think, how are we going to do this? How are we going to make it through? What can I do? Where can I be? Our task as a metaphysician student is not to curse. It is not to blame the darkness that perhaps you feel exists, but to become an active shamash. Light one candle. Speak one word of encouragement. Perform one act of silent service or a mitzvah, or simply hold one moment of perfect peace, then multiply it. For those of you that don't know what a mitzvah is, it's a good deed. You do something for someone totally not even asked. You just do it out of the kindness of your heart. That's what a mitzvah is. Mitzvahs are fun. So let us all become a shamash. Let us internalize the profound message of the menorah. We are not merely reflections of the light. We are the expression of the light. And we are sent forth to serve and illuminate. So do not let the false belief in scarcity convince you that you must protect or hoard your inner flame, because that flame is infinite. Look to the shamash. Be a servant of the highest truth. Be a source of warmth and illumination to others. Be undiminished in your giving. As we leave the space today, this beautiful, beautiful sacred space, let us carry the image of the shamash with us. We all go forth this week and consciously look for that person, that situation, the idea that is wanting, or spirit that you have within you. The light we share is divine. The light we multiply is the kingdom that we manifest here on earth. And so I have a challenge for each and every one of you. Let's light up the world. I love you. Thank you. That's so it is.
Aiden, I have to apologize. Will you move to the last two slides of the song for me, please? Thank you. Go back and forth between those
So we've been on quite an adventure for the last 2 years. We went from a little theater to this beautiful space, and I know that CSLT is going to be continuing, and it's going to do beautiful things in the world, and I guess they have something they want to do. Aw.
So Rev Rhoni, yes, Rev Rhoni, we are celebrating you. Thank you so much for your 2 years of being here for us.
Thank you. Aw.
We got a birthday card.
Thank you. Thank you, loves. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Okay.
This is from your
Wow.
CSLT congregation.
Aw.
A little shine that thanks you for being the light that you are and for being with us as a,
Can I?
yeah.
Okay. Pull it out. Whoops. You have to beat a little. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
I will pull it out. It is
Oh.
it's a changing light that says there are people in the world who make things better wherever they go. Thank you for being one of them.
Thank you. And you know, butterflies are my little icon. Yeah. Butterfly. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Yes, butterflies are, when I was in ministry school, butterflies descended. And especially there's that story about, you know, how we get in the goo. Oh, I was always in the goo. And so, you know, and we all eventually become a butterfly, but the butterfly has always followed me. But thank you.
Yes. And Rev Rhoni, something to remember.
Oh,
Some devils are
I
not
love it.
working for you.
I know. They were bad in that game. Oh my God. They even showed up.
You're kind of in southern Arizona now.
I am. I do have to have this. Yes. You're so adorable. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh. That is amazing. Oh, the beautiful box. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you all so very much. Thank you. Wow. Oh, no. Thank you. Thank you. So I have a itsy bitsy announcement too. You know, it's funny, when one door closes, another door opens. And sometimes the one door doesn't quite close and then something else opens up. So when the beautiful process of, you know, CSLT expanding and, you know, and deciding that, you know, it would be better to have speakers instead of a minister. Of course, you know, as a minister, you kind of go, okay, what are my next steps? And it was really funny because that Sunday, okay, this is manifestation, people. That following Sunday, from Thursday to Sunday, I had 2 people come up from a center in Amato. It's called Sonoran Desert, CSL. Anyway, we sat down and we are in, I don't want to say negotiations because there's nothing to negotiate. We're in a love fest right now. Yes, we are in a love fest. And I'm just going to affirm right now that I'm theirs and they're mine. And so, yes. And so on the 28th of July? All right, of December 28th, I will be speaking there. I will also be doing a workshop and probably pretty much moving forward with this beautiful individual group. So and I tell you this story only because when we look at our lives and we think, oh my gosh, what am I going to do next? What, as we say, we plan, God laughs. But the whole time, Spirit is carrying us to our next, experience, our next greater yet to be. Even though we're having this tantrum and thinking, what are we going to do? We just have to trust. Be calm and trust. And so that's why I tell you the story, is because when we get into those situations of what am I going to do, God says, wait, just wait. And so I want you to all know that I have loved you so much. And it's been a wonderful journey. And I'm glad we got here. And I know that all the wonderful things that you all are going to be experiencing is going to expand even more. And you're going to have a great time with all the different things that are going to be happening. So I'm excited for all of you. And I'll keep in touch. So I won't stray too far. But please know that I always love you. I love each and every one of you so much. And thank you. It's okay. And so with that, we have this wonderful time of tithing that, yes, poof, there it is. We can ways to give online at Tucson CSL, text, in person, basket in the back. Those are your options. Thank you for giving from the heart. Thank you for giving me a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I just say that the love, divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I give, and all that I receive. I am prosperous now. Yes!
Please stand up, sing along our closing song, I Release and I Let Go. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife, and with my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. Give me that bass. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggles, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
All right, let's say together, I am, God is, and my life is filled with infinite possibilities. And beyond. I love you, I love you, I love you. Namaste, and I will see you all again. Take care. Have a wonderful week. I love you.